is Aubrey. I'm here to go over the Bible story with you guys on how Jesus healed a lame man. This comes from the passage from John 5, and our story point is God created people for his glory. Our Christ connection is Jesus takes away our sin and heals us. So before we get started, parents, if you want to go ahead and get your snack for your child, we can go ahead and start to get our wiggles out and go over our song. All right, boys and girls, way up high in the apple tree, I saw two apples smiling at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples, and were they good. And let's do one more. We'll do bananas. Way up high in the banana tree, I saw two bananas smiling at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the bananas, and were they good. Our hands we fold, and our heads we bow, so we can talk to God right now. Heavenly Father, I just pray that you open our eyes and our ears to what we are to learn today, and that you will teach us everything that pertains to life and godliness, and we are so grateful that you came to take our sin away. All right, so Jesus went to Jerusalem and stood by a pool called Bethesda. He saw a man who could not walk. Jesus said, "Do you want to get well?" The man said, "I have no one to put me in the water. Another person always gets in the water before me." The man thought if I could be the first one in the water, he could be healed. Jesus told the man, "Get up, pick up your mat, and go home." The man obeyed Jesus. He could walk. It was the Sabbath. Some people were upset that Jesus healed the man on the Sabbath day. Jesus said, "My Father is always working, so I am working too." Jesus told the people that he is the Son of God. So our gospel gem is Jesus healed a man that could not walk. And people were upset that Jesus healed the man. Jesus said he is the Son of God. Jesus healed a man who was lame. Jesus healed a man who could not walk. Instead of praising God, people were upset that Jesus healed the man on the Sabbath. But God created people for his glory. Jesus takes away our sin and heals us. So let's go ahead and sing our song, and it's to, if you're happy and you know it, parents, if you can also join in with us. God created people for his glory. God created people for his glory. God created people for his glory. Jesus heals us from our sin when we choose to trust in him. God created people for his glory. All right. God created people for his glory. Glory means honor or praise. Jesus takes away our sin and heals us. He deserves our praise. All right, boys and girls, I hope that this message goes deep into your hearts and that the Lord blesses this time together. And I hope to see you guys very soon, as I know we all miss seeing you guys here.
Boys and girls, don't you just love the song that Miss Aubrey introduced to us? God created people for his glory. Let's sing that song together again. God created people for his glory. God created people for his glory. Jesus heals us from our sin when we put our trust in him. God created people for his glory. It's your turn. Can you sing it with me? God created people for his glory. God created people for his glory. Jesus heals us from our sin when we put our trust in him. God created people for his glory. Great singing. This time, let's whisper sing it together. Ready? God created people for his glory. God created people for his glory. Jesus heals us from our sin when we put our trust in him. God created people for his glory. Good job, boys and girls. and give him glory. Surely he has borne our griefs. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace, and with his wounds we are healed. Isaiah 53, verses 4 through 5.